Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to quickly review how to remove an object off of a solid color. Okay, specifically in this first assignment for your digital Google Doodle, you've got to do some image searching to find images or visual elements that represent your theme. Now, because we are relying on Google to provide us images, we got to kind of take what we get. So it's going to be difficult at times, but there'll be a lot of images that we get that will be on a white background or a black background. And we're going to have to remove that object off of that background in order to create a closeness and proximity in our design. All right, so let's get started. So I've got a couple images already found, all right, in regards to my Google Doodle. Let's say I'm going to do it on the Rockies. So I have this kind of interesting logo that I found, which I've never really seen before, and I've got it saved to my desktop. Very simply, I'm going to click, drag, and drop that image. Now, Photoshop's waiting for a command to either scale this up or down with this dialog box or X box over it. I'm just going to hit return. Now, notice here that I have an icon here, and that's telling me that this image, all right, needs to be rasterized. So I'm going to go File, Rasterize, and I'm going to rasterize this layer. And notice that icon is now gone. Let's unclick our background. And notice that our C, or this logo here, is on a white background. Now I want that white gone because I'm going to utilize another visual element, and I want that visual element to get close to this object. All right, so very simply, I'm going to use my magic wand tool. All right, so W is the key command. If I hit the lower right-hand corner, I can get options on that tool. Your wand is your fourth tool from the top. Okay, I've got to be on this layer, and then I'm just going to select the white area. Now, let's zoom in here. We can see that Photoshop has made a very clean selection around this entire logo. Okay, that's because the white is uniform, meaning that it is solid. Okay, but notice that if I just hit delete, I can take that away. That's not what we want to do. Command Z. That's called a destructive work process, meaning that you are destroying pixels and you can never get them back. So real quick, there's two more steps I need you to take in order to get this object off of white. All right, let's click outside the box again. All right, and get rid of those dancing ants. Now let's go back to our white. Click on our white once. Now, whenever we have made a selection in any one of these tools, we get our dancing ants. We can make modifications to that selection in our drop-down menu. Okay, so let's inverse this selection, all right, meaning that we're going to flip it. So instead of all the white being selected, everything but white is now selected. And this is crucial. We're going to now find our masking icon here, all right? Notice that if I hold on that icon, we get add a layer mask. And basically, we're adding a mask to this layer. I'm going to hit this once. Notice that my icon is changed and also that my white is now gone away. This is critical because now I can add some effects to this if I want to do drop shadow, whatever it is. Okay, let's do that. And now all of a sudden I can bring my white background and it almost looks like my C is standing off of the white paper. All right, so let's do this one more time. I'm going to go Command Z to get rid of my drop shadow. I'm going to go Command Option Z to go one more behind. And now my selection is returned. Remember, I've got to make sure that when I select, I inverse this selection and then make my mask. Notice nothing's changed, right? Because my white background is up. So if I take my white background away, this nice logo has a clean background on it with no white interrupting anywhere on it. All right, this is going to take a few times to figure out between the masking icon and the inversing of the selection. Be patient. Once you get this down, you'll have a really good system on how to remove an object off of white for your Photoshop.